I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday here at the Note Closure Show. It is episode 63. Try not to be too scared. Hopefully you're going to spill your coffee on yourself this morning or tomorrow or this afternoon whenever you're watching this. But first of all, I want to thank all of you that join us on a regular basis here. No, I am not on crack this morning. No, I have not violated my Lent already and had a Red Bull. Could have used one this morning, but it's okay. I'm having a little bit of coffee instead. A little cup of Joe. A little cup of Joe this morning. But anyway, yeah, you people are already cracking up at me.
Even before
we get rocking and rolling, it's okay. Today's a great day. It's Friday. We got a lot of stuff to focus on today because we got a very busy next week. Now, one thing I am excited about is next week I'm going to San Diego. Steph and I are headed out to go to Traffic and Conversion in San Diego. Traffic Conversion is a huge marketing conference put on by Digital Marketer, which is here in Austin. And they just do an amazing job. 5,000 plus people will be at this thing, 100 plus vendors. The minute I walk onto the convention floor, I get an idea. So be excited when I come back, all right, because we'll have ideas. And then I may end up heading down the next week before I leave or when I get back and walking the trade show at South by Southwest. I got to decide if I want to buy a ticket to South by Southwest for that. But that's always worth going to because I'll get if anything, I get a bunch of t-shirts. But what I'm trying to get is there's a lot of great marketing that happens out there. Now, if you're a music fan, I've been getting bombarded recently that there are some big shows this coming summer. Mm-hmm. All right? Metallica's going to rock it out. U2 is also touring, Muse, and then Steph's all-time heartthrob, favorite band of all time, a little personal Jesus, Depeche Mode is also touring again. So what's funny is watching Steph have a breakdown, like, what show should I go to? When are they releasing? But one thing you can all learn, hand me your phone real fast, is they are all marketing geniuses. And yes, they've got billion-dollar companies or $1 million tours things with sponsors, but they're doing some simple stuff like texting to your phone, using SMS texting or videos or using Facebook posts to share what's going on out there. And so I love seeing stuff like that. That's what I get excited. And yes, I'll probably end up seeing a show from each one of them because I love to rock it out. And we like going to concerts and having a good time at those.
Oh, team building exercise on myself.
Team building. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll go outside and you can watch me go into it. How's that sound? We'll go to one of the free happy hours down there.
Oh, not bad about that.
Not bad about a happy hour, right? I got some ideas lined up for you, the team building stuff for South by Southwest. But anyway, you can learn a lot from following some of your bigger brands out there. You can also learn a lot by seeing some of the failures that big brands are doing out there. I'll give you a big failure right now is Starbucks. Their CEO is opening his mouth and putting his foot into it and just driving a lot of loyal clients away with some of his issues. Yeah, it's not a good thing. Then you also look at what Snapchat did yesterday, raised, $4.1 billion on their IPO, and they still don't know how they're going to be profitable. That's how you do it right there. But anyway, we got some great stuff going on. Next Monday night, this coming Monday night, we're going to actually do a webinar with Joel Markovitz regarding a tape of 11 assets. Greg, if you can post it, we call this the Falcons tape. 11 assets. We've got approved pricing on it, or reserve pricing, and actually Joel's going to join us for the Monday note to go through each asset and let us know, hey, where is everything at? Because basically him and the law office of Daniel Singer have been handling actually handling all the workouts on these. This is a portfolio that JH owns, and they're looking to move it. So they've reached out to us, and so we decided we'd feature it on a Monday night because it's 11 assets. So it's not too long a thing. They've got full due diligence we can dive into as well. So
they're really nice looking.
They're nicer, higher end assets, higher valued assets. That pricing is going to be basically in the 60% range because most of these are going to go to foreclosure for most of you. It's not a true deed in the lieu play. Well, I mean, there may be a few deed in the lieus, but it was not a true modification reinstatement play for everybody. But yeah, some pretty assets, and Nicole put a nice little video together. Yep. The Patriots that Greg is posting in the comment section down below there. Yep. If you're in the Note Funding League, you'll get an email probably Sunday with the tape so you can review it. If you're in the mastermind, that tape will be uploaded today into Basecamp for all of you. All right.
Make sure you sign your NDA if you have not.
Yes, exactly. Make sure you take care of that, and we'll get you taken care of the 452 people. I think we can probably get 300, 400 on there. What's also nice is when you market online, people, things happen. And yes, I'm going to get to 10, 20, 30 thing here in a second. When you market online, you expand your database, things happen. Yesterday, we had actually a servicing company out of California literally reach out to me online.
Continue.
Thank you for your permission to continue. I appreciate
Well,
that.
you looked at me by
I'm like, yeah,
yourself.
you look literally perturbed, like you just sucked in a sour lemon there. Anyway,
Sorry.
don't do something. I'll just go ahead and what's going on? Anyway, squirrel. Servicing company reached out. Hey, they'd love to help us out. They've got 1,100 clients. Would love to help market for events or education and stuff like that, or potential joint venture deals on new deals. So that came from a LinkedIn connection of just posting. Now this person only has like 500 plus connections. They don't have a lot of connections, but they came across my profile, saw a lot of the things, saw some of the videos that we posted, and immediately sent me a link. We had about a 30-minute conversation, and we're entertaining the idea of them coming on and speaking on Note Camp and doing some great affiliate stuff that not only will drive investors to us, but also private capital, help us close some more deals, as well as his clients will have deals that they want to move, and he wants to send them to us to move them. Cha-ching, cha-ching, right, everybody? Cha-ching, cha-ching. We've also got another tape, 20 assets that we'll be moving on next Wednesday, called the Packers tape. We'll upload the video of that later here in Facebook. That's a combination of some reperforming. There's some lower balance UPB on that stuff. So we got the reserve prices yesterday. So if you got less than 10 grand, you can actually probably pick up a deal on this. So some of you guys that have a little bit of money sitting in a self-directed IRA, there's a possibility for you to pick up a UPB that's probably going to go to foreclosure and you can double your money.
And some of them are in Tejas.
And some of them are in Tejas, Texas. So it's a fast foreclosure state. Woo, 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 woo.
I saw those and I was like, oh.
Oh.
There's like 3 or 4 of them.
Four.
Yeah, Brownsville,
Edinburgh.
and then San Antonio,
And one in up by Dallas.
Fort Worth.
Yeah, Fort Worth. It's Fort Worth.
Is it?
Yeah, so the smaller UPB, but that's okay. So look for that come Wednesday. So yes, we're kind of turning and burning and got some really great things going. We also got a tape of some performing notes that we're working out as a potential bulk offering of some things that just came in last night. I'm waiting on updated addresses, but some stuff that could probably yield somewhere around a 20% ROI to us. And so we're going to probably roll that out to our investors database, see if somebody wants to split the cash flows and they get a 10% return, we get a 10% return for putting the deals together. And these are performing assets. So if you're interested in putting some performing assets together, some money together, let us know. We'll be glad to see about getting you into that deal. That's going to be a little bit more of a private deal versus a brokering deal that we're working on. But it happens all the time. So some great stuff going on. I want to thank all those that signed up for the Texas Independence Day special we had yesterday. Got $180 off of Note Camp for signing up. It's always exciting. People surprisingly did not know that lived here.
I know, I saw that.
They don't have Texas pride. It must be a bunch of Californians that moved a little east. But anyway,
Ooh.
just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. Unless we have any comments or quotes or things like that from people before we dive in.
Laura Blanc said the Packers is a cheese head tape.
The cheesehead tape.
Because you call it the Packers.
Packers.
That's quite all right. Go Packers. Although they did beat the Cowboys.
She's laughing about it.
That's
but
good.
Yeah.
Hey,
She also
yes.
said boom, and Christina Flores said wonderful. And then Fernando said something, but I can't see it.
This is, can you tell us what state S? But I'm not, that's why I made that funny face.
Oh,
Because
what
I was trying to
states?
do what states, but I'm not sure what he
He'll
said.
see it on the tape.
You know, Fernando, you're in the mastermind, so look for Basecamp because we'll upload both these tapes to the mastermind here in the next hour or so, and that'll make more sense to you. All right? So today's topic is 10, 20, 30. All right? Now, we give a lot of presentations here. Out speaking, we get a lot of presentations center way, especially for Note Camp, and some people are good, some people are okay, and a lot of people just suck. Okay? And this is not meant to bash anybody because we're not going to name names, but some people need to take a few minutes and review their presentation and think of it in a different way. Now, one thing that's pretty common is a lot of people will use those PowerPoint templates, which just look like crap.
Oh, they're terrible.
You know, they may look better because it's not a blank screen, but you could put a blank color up on the screen and it'd have a better results than templates. Plus, the templates end up using a lot of space you could use for photos of assets or little other things that pop in. So one of the great things that I love is your presentation should tell a story. All right? And one of the things I like, I use the blue, just a regular kind of a high color blue screen with white font. It pops. It looks great from the back of the room. Too many people use those templates and they're light colored and they get really thin fonts on the word and you can't see it more than 10 feet past it. All right? So one thing to keep in mind when you're doing a presentation, you're going to put a PowerPoint together to do a GoToWebinar, to share with your database on deals, share with your potential funding sources, is keep the 10, 20, 30 mentality in line. Now, what's that mean? Well, 10 slides. When you're first starting off, 10 slides is about all you need initially to fill 20 minutes. Okay? So you keep that in mind. If you need to go for 40, you need to have at least 20 slides. Okay? That 10 and 20 goes with that. Now the 30 is you want to keep the wording, the points in there at 30-point font. If you find that you're at 18 font, you are throwing up on the screen. You don't need to give everything on the screen. Otherwise, you could just print out a flyer, print out a PDF, and let people read it and go home. All right? So what you want to do is if you're going to give flyers on information, that's great. But you want to annotate, cut down what you have on the screen, and keep the points at 30-point font. And what that means, you have about 5, maybe 6 lines of information on there. All right? Now, it's also great, you also want to have some photos, some images. It keeps people entertained while you're talking. A picture of a house, a picture of a check, something humorous. If I use Wayne's World reference, I throw Wayne's World up there, okay?
Tattoo on someone's foot.
Or a tattoo, thank you. Or I use George Orbison's tattoo on somebody's ass. And you know what? That killed. It really did. People loved seeing a little nudity, even though it was, the Fonz's, not say quite saggy old ass, but it was kind of funny. Maybe we should have titled this Old Ass. That would have driven some views to this thing. But anyway, what I'm getting at is your presentations can be very simply put together, but you want it to be readable. I see people that put their like the last slide there should be your contact information, and they put it in like small font where people can't see it. Your last slide needs to maybe have just 3 lines. All right, your picture or your company logo, preferably your picture and your company logo, your name, your email, your phone number, and then your address.
Phone number is the biggest thing.
I totally agree.
We had so many presentations from the last mastermind group. No offense to anyone.
Yeah.
That they had everything, but no phone numbers because I went looking for them and they weren't on there.
See, so yeah, our masterminds a lot of times will have people present, and so people won't put their phone numbers or contact information up there. Although most of them will get it, they can tap into Basecamp to get it. But if you use that presentation on your PowerPoints, on LinkedIn or other things, you want to have your contact information, especially do a video. All right. So 10, 20, 30 presentations. That's a very simple 10 slides. Will get you 20 minutes. It should be in 30-point font. Now I have some room for questions. Now that's a very simple presentation to put together for a 30-minute lunch and learn, a quick little webinar on the deals of the week you're working on, the deals you closed. It doesn't have to be that difficult because with 10 slides, your first one's going to be your cover slide, which is going to have your company name and the title of the presentation, and the last page is all your contact information or question slides, questions and then your contact information. So you really have 7 or 8 slides to fill in, which is not that difficult. If you figure 5 points a slide, that's 35 points. Okay? Not bad at all. When you throw in houses on there, 5 points a slide, that's pretty easy. What's it worth? What are you buying at? What's your exit strategy and your potential ROI or time frame? Pretty simple.
It's not rocket science.
It is not rocket scientists. And we've had people send us presentations where like, who just threw up on the screen where there's 20 points? Can't read that. Okay, there's even some really successful real estate entrepreneurs I'm buddies with who did a horrible job of their presentation. It looks just like, it's horrible. You need to cut it down. All right? And one also thing when you're giving a presentation, people, you don't need to talk so much about yourself. If you're on a stage somewhere, you already have authority because the person whose event it is, or even if it's yours, the people that are showing up to hear you speak anyway. So keep your points to 5 or 6 points about yourself. Your past, what you've done in the past, what you're doing now, and a couple things that are interesting about you and different. Okay? You don't want to be a boring presentation. It's okay to be a little bit about yourself. So sometimes I'll use a funny thing where I use different shapes, where I end up making fun of of how people learn a little bit, and it always leads to sex, drugs, and rock and roll at the end. It always gets people laughing about that. Or I'll poke fun at myself, or I'll poke fun at Flip This House, or something like that. If you can get your audience to kind of chuckle or laugh in the first 5-10 minutes, it makes it for a much easier time frame than you sitting there and just, oh, here is a note deal that I'm doing. It is this. Here's another note deal that I'm doing. And here's that. Okay? Ugh, nobody wants to see that.
Give us the oohs, ahs, and ahas.
Oohs, ahs, and ahas is a great thing. That's a great idea. Can you write that down for a Monday note? Oohs, ahs, and ahas?
Yes.
That's a great idea. High five.
Yay.
Good job. Ooh, I'm trying to think of the infographic. It's like, are we talking like Meg Ryan at the cafe? Ooh, ah, aha.
Well, only you. I wasn't going there, but
It's the coffee kicking in this morning. But anyway.
we'll figure it out.
So presentations are very important. Now, a couple things that you can do with your presentations, if they're really good. You can upload it to SlideShare. SlideShare.net is owned by LinkedIn, and it allows you to share your presentations to your LinkedIn. You would be surprised how many leads I get on a monthly basis off people going in and watching my, downloading my presentations. I get a couple hundred a month from people going back and watching old ones or opting in or seeing presentations. Another thing you can do, if you do a GoToWebinar and record it, it becomes a video for you that you can save that video to YouTube or Vimeo and then upload it to your website, upload it to LinkedIn. Now you've got a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week commercial running for you, especially if you upload it to YouTube, the second largest search engine out there. All right? A couple of things with your presentations. You want to make sure and put keywords or tags to it so people, if they're out searching on Facebook or YouTube or Google, they'll be able to find you. And you know what? A little sneaky trick you can do is you put people's names as hashtags who draw an audience. So you might want to use the hashtag Scott Carson, or hashtag Eddie Speed, or hashtag Donna Bauer, or hashtag whoever. If you're trying to drive business, and what happens a lot of times, people looking for hashtag Scott Carson will pull up videos, and oh no, behold, look at this video from somebody else. And my traffic helps drive traffic to you. I call that piggyback marketing a little bit. Okay? So your presentations, once again, bright color, not like infographic where it hurts your eyes, but something, thick font, 5 lines max, which is 30-point font, some photos of the asset. It's okay to have transitions. It's okay to tell a story and laugh. And make it very similar to index cards. I think we all went to high school. Well, hopefully most of us went to high school. Some people didn't finish.
Sorry.
Okay? But one of the things in speech class they would teach you is if you're giving a speech to have index cards. So that's what your index cards is. It's not the whole story there word for word. It's the little high 5 points that trigger the story in your head so you can transition. And you want to research it. Not research it, but review it. Do it a couple times in the mirror before you ever get up and talk. You'll feel a lot more comfortable when you're speaking versus doing a presentation for the first time. Question, comments from anybody?
No.
No?
Well, I mean, like, I guess they're just taking.
I'll give it a great example of somebody who's used a presentation who is just rocking it. I mean, he's just drilling it home. Wayne Snell and Natalie Patton. They did a webinar a while back, well, not really a while back, a few months back, to their database about note investing and what they do and kind of their business model. Well, Wayne is also very active on Bigger Pockets. So he's talking to new investors as a way to raise capital. I was texting with Wayne back and forth. It's like, you're not trying to educate people because you're going to get a lot of tire kickers. He said, no. We're using it to raise capital, and it's working like a charm. Yes, he gets new people that call him, ask questions. They watch his video, then they call him. And a lot of times he ends up converting them to joint venture partners. So it's a great thing that Wayne is doing and Natalie's doing at Platinum Ventures. You may want to check it out. Now, one thing that they're careful about in Bigger Pockets is they can't just post a link to the video because Bigger Pockets Nazis will shut down that comment. So anytime you see new comments, hey, looking into investing or need some advice, he sends them a private message, hey, great business, we'd love to connect, and here's a video that we did. It's about an hour-long video, but they did a tremendous job on their presentation. It's even working better because it's helping them raise capital. So way to go, Wayne and Natalie. Any other questions, comments, or I just scare everybody away this morning with my energy?
They're all taking notes. I think.
They're all taking notes on note investing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're looking at your oohs, ahs, and ahas.
That's a good idea. I can say ooh, ahs, and ahas. And a lady just smiling or something like that right next to it. It is Friday. Hopefully you guys have something fun planned this weekend. One of the things we're doing this afternoon is spend a couple hours going through some portfolio loans, some stuff we're killing, some stuff we're accelerating, working on a couple of JV deals as well with people, getting some JVs funded out of deals because stuff is dragged on a little bit longer than expected. But all in all, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great weekend. Actually, home in Austin this weekend.
It's a pretty quiet month, I feel.
March it's like the calm before the storm of note camp, because April and May, like I'm literally gone I'm almost gone every weekend in May. So like we're on the cruise the last weekend of April. It goes through like the 7th. We've got the fast track that weekend, the 12th, 13th, and 14th of May. I'm in San Diego.
Secret knock, and then you're back on vacation.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be heading out somewhere. I'm supposed to be going to Dominican Republic for that wedding, and we still may go to it. It just depends on what happens. So it's going to be a very busy May. Like I'll only be here like half the time. So you guys will have a lot of stuff to get done without me being here, which I love. Questions, comments, people making anything funny? Greg, you're laughing over there at something.
There was some comments there.
Yeah, there's some comments.
George Crocker is really liking all this stuff that we're given. So is Cody Cox. And George Crocker says he's in San Francisco this weekend. Yeah.
Hey, up in the Bay Area, George. That's right. You're up there seeing your grandkid and son and daughter-in-law, if I remember correctly. So definitely cool. Cody Cox, you're doing a great job. Love the infographic you had with Clint Eastwood from Gran Torino sitting on his porch drinking a beer, waiting on collateral files. It's a great image.
And his live video.
And his live video, yes. Just don't drive so much.
Yeah, that's what made us nervous the last time.
Yeah, if you're talking about traffic, it's one thing to be like bumper to bumper where you're barely moving, but driving 60 to 70 miles down the highway and then complain about traffic, you ain't got nothing on us here in Austin, buddy. Ain't got nothing on us here in
He
Austin.
said it's like the 11th worst in like the U.S.
What would we
I'm
do?
like-
We're the worst.
I'm like, okay.
We're the worst mid-sized city in America.
Okay.
You can go cry about your girly man traffic to somebody else. All right.
Move here.
Yeah, we do.
So, anything else besides anybody? Everybody's just excited? Everybody looking forward to joining us Monday night? I'll put the link here in the comments in just a second. But otherwise, guys, have a great weekend. Go make something happen. If you are struggling, it all comes down to marketing. I totally cracked up. Some guy called me up and said, or emailed me, hey, you said there was deals. And I think I talked about this a couple episodes. Where do I go for those deals? Well, you go to that, but you also have to market. So he goes on to Bigger Pockets and posts one quote.
Okay.
I'm looking for deals in this area, and nobody has responded. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people are looking for deals in those areas. You got to be a little bit different than everybody else to make things happen.
Cody Cox said he picked up an investor from that video.
Oh, he did.
Howdy.
Look at you, you note pimp. That's what it was. It was that pimpish hat. He was like, yeah. The fedora plays, baby. The fedora plays. So, good job. Congratulations to Cody. Cody's doing just a great job raising private capital recently from talking with people and making things happen. And I also appreciate some of the kind words Cody, Michelle Hill, and Adam Adams said recently to somebody to look into get into the fast track and mastermind. So, thank you guys for your kind comment. So, otherwise, guys, have a great weekend again. Go do something fun. Enjoy it. Go make something happen. If you're not happy where you're at, you're the only one responsible for where you are in life. So make it happen. Go change the world. Go change it one note deal at a time, and we'll see you guys all at the top.